So along the neck and head, our primary line of drainage is right along the SCM. There's a huge line of lymphatic vessels and lymph nodes right below the SCM. So I can do both sides at the same time, but so you can really see what's going on, I'm going to turn her head. You see how the SCM popped up right there? I'm going to start right here at the clavicle, and I'm going to do my 4 to 6 circles. I'm starting at the clavicle on purpose because the clavicle is the drain. I'll give you a metaphor here in a minute.
That's smart.
If I've got a big drain right here and there's a blockage right down here, and I start trying to open here, I'm not moving anything. There's nowhere for it to go. So I start at the drain, clear it, go get a little more, clear it, go get a little more, clear it. We always start at the drain and work our way away. We don't, well, I can start the ear, push down. If there's a blockage lower down, you're not going anywhere. Okay? So I did my circles. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my taps. I start at the drain, at the clavicle, tap towards the clavicle. Go get some more. Tap towards the clavicle. Go get some more. Tap towards the clavicle and clean it out. If this is their main concern, I can do this multiple times. My wife is prone to fluid headaches. She gets fluid that builds up right here along the occipital line. It causes pressure that pinches the nerves and blood vessels, causing headaches. So I can do this drainage here 2 or 3 times, go along the back of the skull 2 or 3 times, within 15 minutes her headache's done. That works for a specific type of headache. So one more line here, tap down, tap down, tap down, sweep down. That opens up our, what I'm going to call the ditch. You know, your yard, the water drains towards the ditch, then the ditch goes towards the drain. So here's our drain, here's our ditch. Now we're going to start pushing stuff into the ditch. All right, but first I'll show you the front of the neck. So we have these lines in the body called watershed borders. A watershed is any area where the fluid all drains the same direction. So everything on the lower face and front of the neck drains over here into the SCM. So if you imagine on the neck, all the vessels just go across the neck, like a bunch of choker lines. You know, those like Victorian chokers or the stretchy ones from the 90s that are back again. The kids think they're the first ones. Am I wearing one? I read like. Okay. So I'm going to start at my drain, which right now is my SCM. I'm going to tap towards the SCM, go over and get a little more neck towards the SCM, and then I'm going to drain towards the SCM. I'm going to come up to a new choker line. At the SCM, tap over, go get some more, tap over, go get some more, tap over, sweep over. New choker. New choker. All the way until I run out of neck. Some people that might be 1 or 2 lines. Some people that might be 7. Candace from Phineas and Ferb, you have like 13 lines. So I just tapped it all over, swept it all over. So notice I tap over, I'm working away from the SCM, and I glide back. Now I'm perfectly positioned to choose a new one. Every time I finish a body section, I want to clean out my ditch. Push the SCM down to the clavicle. Okay. Now we're going to do the lower jaw. So right here, it's from chin to neck. And I just tap that towards the front of the neck. Towards the neck, towards the neck, towards the neck, towards the neck. Glide and drain towards the neck, towards the neck, towards the neck. Now I just push it into the neck. So now I've got to clear out the neck, clear the SCM. Okay? Now every time I do a new section, I've got to push it all the way back. That's what I call the 12 days of Christmas. We start with like the partridge, and then the 2 rings, and the 3 birds. And you got to trace it all the way back. So partridge, 2 rings and a partridge, 3 birds, 2 rings and a partridge. I don't know the song, but you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Next up, we're doing what's called the A-frame. If you look at the picture of the drainage from the slides, on the face, there's an area that goes from that little dot, like the little Indian head dot, down to the angle of the jaw. Everything inside that line, or back when we had the masks, Everything in there drains down towards the neck and over to the SCM. Everything on the outside has a totally different drainage pattern. So now that I've already opened up this side of the jaw, I'm just going to do under the lips, tap straight down to the jaw, straight down, straight down. Now I'm right here at the corner of the mouth. I need to do the whole mustache area. Tap down, go get some more, tap down, go get some more, tap down. Sweep it just like you're sweeping a mustache, and then I didn't sweep under the mouth yet. Okay?
And then do you take it over?
I'm going to finish the A-frame yet, because I haven't done this section.
Okay.
The rest of the A-frame is just a series of diagonal lines from the jaw straight up to the midline, which happens to be on the bridge of the nose. Next line. My last line goes from the corner of the jaw, right under the cheekbone, right through the eye orbit to my third eye. Now I swept everything to the jaw, so I sweep down the jaw, across the neck, down the SCM. That is the entire neck, front of the neck, and lower face.
So that you can feel it draining? Yeah, you can feel it draining.
Because you guys are awesome, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the outer face, and you'll have the whole face, okay? We have a new node. There are nodes right here in front of the ear called the pre-auricular nodes. Pre means before, auricle meant ear. So we're just going to palpate, and we always start any new segment with doing our 4 to 6 circles over the lymph node. Next, my SCM is still my main ditch. So I'm starting there. I'll do it on both sides. Tap towards the SCM, towards the SCM, towards the SCM. Normally I'd be doing one side, I'd do it like this. But I'm still, same thing. This I can see, towards the SCM. Go get some more, go get some more, go get some more. Of course, we always sweep down, drain down. So now I've come all the way up to the temple. This is important. How far do I come up? The suture line. It's like, oh, you go to your hairline. Well, that varies for some of us, okay? The suture, that doesn't change, because the lymphatic vessels don't change based on my hairline. It's the suture, the coronal suture line. That's how far we're going. Now, before I do the forehead, this outer cheek area didn't get done because my A-frame went right under it. So I need to do that first. I start at the corner of the jaw. I'm going to do both sides. And I'm going to tap up and under the eye. Sweep down. That's for people who get the saggy eyes, the puffy. It'll help get rid of the puffiness if they got puffy, or if you got the black circles like I get, then get off the drugs, kids. Just kidding. It'll help to bring more blood into the area and pink it back up. So, under the eye and above the eye just comes from cheekbone up. Now I've done this whole section, so the only section I have left is the forehead. It's very simple. Since I've now just opened this as my new ditch. Tap towards the sides, towards the sides, towards the sides. Drain out. Start with one side. I'm showing bilateral so people can see, but normally I would do just one side. Drain over. Drain over. Drain over. Good time to check your pressure. Can you feel the skull? If so, you can probably go lighter. Okay. Once I push over the temple, I bring it down to the SCM. I bring it down the SCM to the clavicle. I can go do that one at a time. That is the entire front of the neck and face.
You can feel it.
Should I go ahead and show you the scalp? Well, I might as well. On this one, you can definitely only do one side at a time. The back of the neck is exactly like the front of the neck, the choker collars, except the front, we went over and back. On the back, we'll go back and forward. So I start at my SCM drain, I tap towards the front, go get some more, towards the front, go get some more, towards the front. all the way until I feel the spinous process. Drain it around. Go get a new choker towards the front. Go get some more. Go get some more. Go get some more. Drain it around. All the way, just like I did on the front of the neck, the entire back of the neck, line by line by line. Now I'm at the occipital ridge. There's a line of lymph nodes here. So I need to do my 4 to 6 circles at the occipital ridge. Move back, doing the entire occipital ridge, just like we did the entire sternum. Again, I'm going to tap, 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 sweep it up in. This is the drainage right here to get rid of my wife's headaches. All right, now that's the whole back of the neck. Now just the scalp. We've got to go from occipital ridge to coronal suture. It's going to happen in a series of L for loves, or 7, depending on what side you're looking at. And the way I do that is right here. I'm going to start at the base of the skull, tap towards the occipital ridge, towards the occipital, towards the occipital, rotate, tap towards the back. Normally my wrist wouldn't be like this, just for biomechanics reasons, I'd be over here, but for camera reasons, I'm making it weird. Tap towards the back, towards the back, towards the back, towards the back, and then just like they're super cool, sweep it back and sweep it down. Now I start a little farther back and I make a slightly bigger L. Whoop. Here comes the tour. Sweep it back, sweep it down, and then at the end, up, back down the SCM. We got to take it all the way back to the partridge in a pear tree. All right. Excellent. She's going to want you to do the other side of her neck before you treat this.